Hey, it's Jacob Felipe here and I want to welcome you to my channel, and today we will talk about very important subject, and this subject, does he still thinks about you? I will give you 8 signs to know if he thinks about you or not. If it's the first time you visit this channel will talk about relationship advice, but I have one rule: you must implement what I tell you, otherwise nothing will work. So let's roll into this video and talk about today's subject. So you might ask yourself, does he like me? Does he think about me? Or as a friend or something more, does he think about me all the time? Now, whether you have just broken up or entertaining the idea of a relationship on the horizon, mixed signals can be super confusing. And you might ask yourself what you should do in a situation like this when the signals from your guy is not clear at all. So, without knowing the right sign to be on the lookout for, you could be missing on some crucial sign that tell you just how he feel about you, and you don't want to miss it. Now, most guy won't come out and say it straight on your face, so it's up to you to work out to know exactly how he feels about you. Now, whether it's an ex or a potential future boyfriend, we will go through all the signs to help you work out what is really going through his head. So, the first thing you want to think about is he acting right now depressed? A breakup is hard on both people in the relationship. While you will both eat your own lows along this way, if your ex is showing signals of depression, it could be because you are on top of his mind, and it might be the reason, along with many regrets he might have about the relationship. Of course, how do you tell if you aren't seeing him anymore, right? It might be an hard mission. So I want you to check up on him on the social media and to see if any of his posts are indicating signs of depression. Does he post dark poems, dark songs, dark images? You will notice a stark change in the type of post he puts between you broke up and after you broke up. They may even go in the opposite direction. He might start to putting lots of photos of himself heading out and having fun with his friends. He's trying to let everyone know that he's fine and he's feeling good without you. He definitely still thinking about you and even trying to convince himself he's fine and getting over the relationship, but trust us, he is not. The second thing, he posts about you. Instead of acting depressed, your ex does the opposite and start posting about you on his socials. Sure, he's not going to mention you by name, but you know that the post is about you. You need to be a genius for that. It could be along the lines of like some missing someone so deeply, many regrets, he can say something like that, and the post will be vague and quite confusing, but if you will think a little bit, you understand the post is about you. He might even post a favorite poem about the two of you, or even your favorite song. It means nothing to everyone else reading it on the social media, but you know who it's about. He's letting you know he's thinking about you, and social media is the ideal way to get his message across. Okay, the third sign is you hear about him through mutual friends. If your ex is thinking about you, then he's not going to be able to get you out of his mind, nor does he want to. It won't take long for you to hear from a friend of a friend that your name popped up in a conversation. Of course, you could also reach out to a mutual friend and ask them straight out, but in turn, this might get back to your ex and he'll know you've been thinking about him as well. If he's thinking about you, he's likely to share that with others around him. You won't be able to help it. It might be as simple as asking after you see how it's going with you. This shows he still cared and is curious about what you are up to at this moment. Word will spread through the grapevine soon enough, and it will get back to you without having to lift a finger. You will be left wondering, what exactly does this mean? It means you are still very much on his mind. Now, the fourth sign is all over your socials. This is one of the strongest signs that your ex is thinking about you after the breakup. He heads over to your Facebook, Instagram and other accounts because he wants to know how you are doing. He wants to see if you moved on. He wants to see if you are hurting and you're missing him. He can message you directly, so he heads up into the social world. He won't necessarily liking all your photos, as that's far much of a giveaway to you, but there are other ways you can tell if he's been active. Instagram will show you if he's been checking out your stories. And if he's been on your profile a lot, then he will appear near to the top of your followers list thanks to Instagram algorithm. Facebook will also show you if he's been checking out your search stories. In some cases, his finger might even subconsciously be liking your post as well. So if it's happened, you are definitely on his mind. Now, the sixth sign is that you keep bumping into him. The idea of the no contact period is just that zero contact, right? So why do you keep bumping into him out of the blue? Turns out, Turns out it may not be as such much a coincidence as you think. There is a good chance that he has planned all of this ahead in effort to see you, like by mistake. Whether he's watching your socials or checking in with your friends, your ex can't stop thinking about you and he's going the extra mile to ensure you can stop thinking about him as well. Now, the sixth sign is he hasn't moved on. If your ex was well and truly over you, then he would be putting himself out there and moving on with his dating life. But if he can't stop thinking about you, then this is simply not possible. Sure, he might hang up with other girls and try to pretend his feelings are gone, but he won't be able to commit to another relationship. It's usually just an ex. It's usually just an act. He doesn't want you to know how he feels. Let's face it, men can be complicated. They tend to be less in tune with their emotions than women are, which causes them to act how they want others to see them. Okay? So your ex could even have a new girlfriend and be thinking about you. Meeting this new girl could be the trigger that reminds him of how much he loved you. In this case, he'll be knocking on your door and begging to get you back. Now, the seventh sign is he reaches out to you. Going through a no contact period after a breakup is exactly what is that? It's the no period of contact. If your ex reaches out to you during his time, you can take it as a sure sign that he's thinking about you so much that he wants to talk to you about it. Now, what's next? Do you answer his texts or calls, or do you leaving things to be like that? It's entirely up to you. And in my opinion, you have three options. The first option is you just need to talk some things out to resolve any of the issues you had looming over you. It can help to get it all out on the table so you can both move on. The second option is if you have no interest and have already moved on, then the answer is easy. Just don't answer these calls. The third option, if you want to entertain in the idea of getting back together with your ex, then it's important you think carefully about whether you guys stand a second chance or no. But if you feel in your heart that you broke up for silly reasons and you still see a future with this guy, there is something you can do to get him back. All it takes is a text message, but not just any text. A good text that make him feel losing you. If you want to learn about this text and let us coach you on the process to get your ex back, you can schedule a discovery call with me or someone from my team, and we will show you which message to use and we will take you through all the process to get your ex back. Just go below and see our program that called Uplift in our site, schedule a call, and me or someone from our team will talk with you, and I hope to see you there. If you like this content of this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. If you like this video and this content and you want me to help you or someone from my team help you more personally to take your love life to the next level, whether you're married, single, or want to get your ex back, we just launched an amazing program called Uplift. Uplift, it's an personal coaching programs with 12 live calls. We will be answering your question. It's 8 modules program. It's the biggest and the most deep program I know in this market of consultancy for relationship. So if you want us to help you personally, all you need to do is schedule your discovery call right under this video. Go to our site jacobfelipe.net, and you have there only one option, and it's going to schedule your discovery call. You can find the full syllabus of the program right out there, and you can schedule this free discovery call with us to see if you're a good fit for the program and start getting the results you want in your love life. So I hope you will take the right decision, and I will see you on my next video.
If I had this information years ago, it would have saved my marriage, kept me from years of heartache, and helped me avoid dating bad guys. I would have found the one years earlier than I did.
I was divorced for about a year, still could not get over my soulmate. I tried dating and I just didn't feel it. Then I tried your techniques from Unlock His Desire on my ex-husband. Everything fell into place, and now we are starting a new life again. He asked me to marry him. Just making small changes can give you a lifetime of happiness. Thanks for a fantastic program.
I went through the material of Jacob twice. It's fabulous. It was tough to read the first time, but the second read through, I was in a better frame of mind to accept what you are telling me, and it makes total sense.